Almost forgot to turn on the down fan. Hello? Darn Google speakers. Yeah, I like to have a noise floor with some of these types of things. What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay, just chilling as we fire up some ESO to play some ESO right now. Just want to make sure that the camera is correct. It keeps switching back to autofocus. Nope, it can still be manually focused. Good. So I was all set to get back to work on some videos, and tonight, Monday, is actually the big night of the week, and I'm home early. So this is going to be a very snoozy week, except for a little bit more work we're doing later in the week and stuff. So perfect time to come home and relax and just remind myself that it is possible for me to relax and actually do something recreational. So let me just say one thing before we fire up ESO. As a content creator and as a person, one of the best things that you can do is not be afraid to look at yourself through something like camera footage, or record yourself with your smartphone, or watch the VODs of streamers if you end up in the Discord when you're playing video games with them. After the last stream, I was ready to just do some videos for the foreseeable future, but then I wound up in a dungeon run in ESO with Vindalia and Tyranni, two Twitch streamers who stream ESO. Wound up in the Discord and was quite soberingly reminded that people are often more cordial when they actually have to be people again, as opposed to keyboard warriors and things like that. It's one of the problems with the internet going multimedia. It used to be that, you know, it could be some troll in IRC or something like that and just make people miserable behind an alias forever. But there's plenty of places on the internet where you have to be a decent person, or so you think. But here I was in Discord, we were running a dungeon, and I listened to the VOD afterwards, and I was like, wow, I sound like an uptight jackass. Think like the Cameron character from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, if you've ever seen that movie. If you've never seen the movie, definitely worth a watch, even though it's totally 80s at this point. But the Cameron character was always very uptight, nervous, and just didn't know how to relax. And that's exactly what I sounded like when I listened to the VODs afterwards and how I was in Discord. So I'm like, throw everything aside, and let's actually prove to not just anybody watching, but to me myself, that I can actually still do fun stuff. Doesn't have to be constructive, doesn't have to push towards a goal. Maybe it could push towards a goal in a video game or something, but let's just do that. Let's just do that and have some fun with it. Before we begin, though, let's also... Nightwave Radio, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Let's fire up ESO, and there's Lady Celeste Fear Dragon picking up where everything left off. We're going to get into Moose Thunderbear's story today. Let's turn the game sound back on. We are in Artaeum. Put OBS on screen 2 without bumping into too much stuff here. I can barely hear myself, so let's modify a few things. I know there's a difference between the mix in that headphones and a mix out there. So, Celeste was the last character that we were leveling up. Dragon Knight Healer, and I actually, during that run, got to actually work with her as a Dragon Knight Healer. And so I've learned a few things about some of these skills since then. Cauterize is pretty awesome. It's basically a smart heal. It's a smart heal and it's spammable, versus under Earth and Heart, Obsidian Shard is good for, think like in World of Warcraft with the Divine Beacon or whatever it is, Beacon of Light, the Holy Paladins do. Think like Beacon of Light, where you heal a bunch of people in a specific area. Let me just close the chat window in-game. Don't need to see anyone's banter or looking for group or anything. So, if we go to the skills here, we're not playing any music. We're just going to relax with the sound of the waterfall. Time doesn't advance in Artaeum, so it's always morning. But we're just going to relax a bit and just go over what happened with the whole thing with her becoming a healer in that respect. So, as a Dragon Knight Healer, of course, you have your Resto Staff abilities. Of course, my favorite is Radiating Regeneration, which one button press heals an entire 4-person group at once. You or up to 3 nearby allies. So you just spam that. You'll eventually cover everybody in HOTS. Then crank your healing power to crank up how much it ticks for, or your spell damage to crank up how much that ticks for. I'm actually curious if there's a way... How high of difficulty can you go with just Resto Staff between Grand Healing, which has a huge AE thing, and Radiating Regeneration? how much healing can you do with just those two with a lot of spell power? And then spend the rest of your time contributing to the fight, doing DPS, taking down the bosses. Think like the role of healers as they used to be in Final Fantasy XIV. So, get a little spell damage thing here. This fireball is the healing fireball, and it is spammable. Doesn't use a lot of magic compared to other heals. Can crit, obviously, from all the 10 grands. And every time you cast it, it runs around and it heals somebody else. So Vindalia is like, oh, you did some awesome healing. Yeah, because when things were going crazy, I just kept spamming this, and the fireball kept jumping over to whoever needed it. So that's cool for Dragon Knights. There's also the thing where you throw a rock. I mean, this is a class where you heal with fireballs and throwing rocks, as opposed to divine magic or nature magic. The real loser here is Cinderstorm. Cinderstorm is that's not all that impressive compared to something like Grand Healing. So basically, this is a situation where you actually heal yourself by standing in the fire. So it's funny from the perspective of, yeah, you heal yourself by standing in the fire. One of those long-running jokes in World of Warcraft and MMOs in general, don't stand in the fire. Well, with this spell, you can stand in the fire, and the fire's gonna heal you. One of the things I was going for with Dragon Knight Healer as I leveled her up. However, let's look at the description in Ardent. Let's look at the description for Cinderstorm. So, ground target, 22 meters. The radius is 5 meters. Versus Resto Staff, Grand Healing, the radius is 8 meters. So it's actually small for an AoE ground-targeted heal. So my question is, other than the snare, which is part of this ability, it slows movement speed for enemies by 70%. So it's good, it might help the tank or something. I think Cinderstorm is more of a tank skill because it can be used for control and drop Cinderstorm underneath yourself when you're tanking. Because compared to some of the AE abilities and even things like Ritual of Retribution and its healing component with the Templars, this is not interesting. This is really small. If there's a heal like this that is outdone by Grand Healing with the Restoration Staff, as a class heal, it's not interesting enough. So I don't really think that Cinderstorm is really worth it unless you're tanking, because then you can just drop down, you'll have the control element of slowing the movement speed, and you'll be healing yourself while you're standing in the fire. But as a healer, it was just a pain in the neck to try and heal people with this ground-targeted heal because it's smaller than Grand Healing. And then, of course, you have Radiating Regeneration, which will send HOTS to 3 out of your 4-person group, and you can run around spamming it to make sure everybody's all hotted up. And then the ticks will tick for whatever. So, even though she's more... And then, of course, we gotta say some nice words about Cauterize, the smart heal, which can be spammed like crazy. And the fireball just goes to different people depending on who needs to be healed. Just not right now, and it's also on a 5-second timer. So it'll keep healing people every 5 seconds while it's up, but it is spammable for a heal on demand. Oh, and let's not forget, when it comes to Cauterize specifically, it scales with your highest offensive stats. So if you're a Stamina Dragon Knight, this will scale with your Stamina. So I'm not so certain... I'm not so certain that this is... Well, anyways. Here's the thing. No matter what healer you play as in ESO, you cannot discount the Resto Staff. Everybody who can equip a Restoration Staff can go heal a dungeon. That's part of the design of ESO. You get a healing toolkit, and it's a pretty good healing toolkit, even though it's largely heals over time and other stuff like that, and a few damage shields and things like that. So... But in terms of everybody having a good baseline to start healing, just having a Resto Staff is a good thing in this game. So, that's the end of Celeste's story for now. She's max level. We'll keep getting the rest of her skills up to whatever they need to be. Ran a dungeon the other night. It was DLC, so I have actually healed a DLC dungeon. I've actually healed a DLC dungeon as a Dragon Knight healer, when people are saying that Dragon Knights are mostly for tanking. and it's got plenty of jokes about standing in the fire and healing with fireballs. But it does not replace the need to keep an eye on resto staff and stuff along those lines. Now let's fire up some music and let's see where we're at with Moose Thunderbear, who's going to be my first stamina max level character. While everything's loading, let's fire up some of that Streambeat synthwave we've been playing. Although since I'm streaming on YouTube, not only can I get a higher bit rate, but I can also 35 Warden Somerset. I can also incorporate the YouTube audio library into the music. So let's see here. Everybody's in Somerset right now because it is the ESO Jubilee, the anniversary of the launch of the game, and there are lots of extra crafting dailies that you're able to do. So here we are, Somerset, and let me tell you something, you can get a ton of all kinds of stuff in this game as an ESO Plus member by grinding dailies on 18 characters. If you don't mind listening to a bunch of podcasters, streamers, and whatever while you do so, which is basically what I've been doing. So let's see, settings, add-ons. I just shut everything off, and when I went to go help Vin and Tyranni out the other night. So let's see here. Let's turn off the custom idle animations because it doesn't make any sense for this guy to be constantly juggling fire spells and get pummeled on frame rate while it disables. It's a side effect of the add-on. I have no idea why this does that. All right, this is the story of Moose Thunderbear. And what kind of character is he? Nord Ranger. Warden. Getting the unique benefits of Wardens and their uncanny ability to heal with stamina. Good old ESO. Always getting the old gears turning for trying to find ways that characters can do stuff. And of course, with the release of antiquarian stuff, players now have essentially a lodge in the middle of Western Skyrim that can be turned into a player house. So besides, displaying, here we are. The great outdoors. I think there's even a swimming area too. So this is the Antiquarian's Alpine Gallery. This is going to be Moose's place. I will show relics and stuff for antiquarians and, of course, the heads of the trophy heads and whatnot of slain boss monsters and stuff like that. Let's turn off the magic carpet add-on here. Destinations. What's going on here? Oh, a dependency isn't right. What are we missing? We need the lib quest data, which isn't installed yet. Ah. Well, let's see if we can do that without quitting the game. Let's fire up Minion Mod Manager here. So while we're doing that, let's turn off the magic carpet because I don't need to go in the air at this place. That was more something I did for the Cathedral project. Can we do that without restarting the game? All right, as soon as I get Minion, as soon as I load Minion here. Come on, Minion. Do I really have to close the game in order for this to open up? All right, let's lock the start menu. Come on, Minion. I'm about to not do this here. Taskbar. So I see you click it and it keeps. Let's turn off automatically hiding the taskbar, and so we are forced to right click and open Minion. The thing I don't like about Minion is that you have to open it twice. You have to right click it first and things like that. Add-ons. Let's see. The one that we're missing is the lib quest data. That's a new thing here. So let's do find more. See if we can do that. Lib quest data. Install. So the most recent update for this. So let's see. Can we just do a reload UI and have it load up? First, let me put my taskbar. Minion's closed, right? Yep. All right. Set my taskbar back to auto hide so it's not taking up space on the screen unless I actually need it. So let's take that. Do that kind of stuff. Now, can I do reload UI and have it start up, or do I have to restart the game? Reload. Do. We are in. All right. Did that work? Yes, it did. Just like... Yep, just like Elder Scrolls, just like World of Warcraft, you can actually load new add-ons while the game is running and then just reload the UI. Nice. All right. So this lodge is going to be Moose's place. We gotta make some furniture here, and considering the rare materials with heartwood and stuff that I've been getting since the champion system was redone, now that you can basically crank your odds of getting... Yeah, you can crank the probability up for getting rare materials like heartwood for crafting furniture, thanks to the new champion point system. But this lodge is going to be Moose's place. It's unfurnished, so we gotta add some furniture. Get some nice rustic stuff, and then maybe after the crown stipend... Is there even a place for a fire here in here? It's kind of made out of wood. I think because it's a Nord place, we're probably gonna have to have a fire pit instead of a fireplace. Because this is kind of like a lodge of sorts. There's plenty of shelf space to put all kinds of relics and all kinds of stuff for antiquarian stuff, tables and all that other stuff. This is the way it came when everybody got everything during the giveaways and stuff like that. But let's make this somehow into something other than a museum, because we can set up a museum pretty much anywhere. Alright, so Moose has a mixture of health and stamina. No title, no real outfit or anything like that. Current boon is the tower for plus stamina. He's coming off of the old system, so he still has 2 pieces of heavy armor, which we'll keep that for leveling heavy armor, but this guy can go full medium armor for now. He's level 35 and his armor is set at level 34. He has Night Silence, which allows for stealth, and we don't want the New Moon Acolyte bow though, we want plus stamina, so let's make a new set of weapons for him. Level 34 is the magic number there. So, let's see. Alright, so we need a pair of bows. Before we do that, though, while he's out here at the Moose Lodge, or whatever, he has not been set up yet. He has not been set up yet for the new system. So, what are we going to use for this? He's based on stamina. Oh, shut up. I've done this a million times, ESO. Stamina. 1,300 stamina. 150 extra spell damage. Take these. This guy heals through stamina, so we'll set him up afterwards. Crank the max stamina here. Let's see, 1040 max stamina. Let's go into here. No, let's not and say we did. Back out. Let's go here. Get 1 stage of this, which unlocks this. And let's see. Stamina. Plus weapon and spell damage for when you're fighting. That's number 3. Critical damage. I would like to maybe spend some time testing this out, though. When you deal direct damage, you heal for 7% of the damage done. I wonder if that can splash off to other players. Haven't had a chance to really try it out lately, though, but let's see. Critical damage and healing. Where do we want to put some of this other stuff? So in here, this is weapon and spell damage to martial attacks, which would be attacks with the bow. This guy's all about the bows and arrows. So why don't we just crank that up for 1,400 offensive pen. Load this up. Can we do that? And how many points? Not enough. So we don't have enough pen to really get the plus spell and weapon damage. So let's bring this back down to here. Load this up. That's another 100 weapon and... Nope. Need at least 20 points into this thing. Boom. Some more weapon and spell damage, and let's just load up the offensive pen to try and get that maxed out. And we'll just continue with this as is. So that's 3 out of 4 for blues for Moose. Heading over to red. Plus max health. This guy's a Nord, so he should be tanking at some point. Let's get some armor so we can toughen this guy up. 1,700 more armor. And recovery. This whole tree is kind of a no-brainer. Don't really have... Unless you're a tank, then you have a lot more options on what kind of damage you want to block. There's also a lot of good PvP stuff in this tree. So where are we going to come in here? The guy's not going to be blocking much till he's tanking, so let's do one phase of reducing the cost of sprint. Take 1 stage of this to unlock this. Get some health. Now, recovery. When you kill an enemy, you get a bunch of stamina back. Boom. 1,500 stamina every time we kill an enemy. Let's crank the health the rest of the way. So that's all the way up. Now, where do we want to spend the rest of the points? Oh, yeah, let's put this in here. That's 4. That's 4 red points there. Yeah, a little bit of a... This thing has its own music, so a little bit of that kind of stuff. Increases your stealth detection. That'd be good. Stealth detection. Hold on a second. That's not something you have to slot either. It'd be good if this guy could detect people sneaking around. He is a hunter after all, or a ranger. Makes sense lore-wise. Why don't we put his extra points into improved stealth detection? We are at movement speed while sprinting. That's not as important. Sprinting is not as important as being a better ranger, hunter, etc. Over to crafting in the outdoor world. Give him some extra money, something that's always fun. Gold find in treasure chests and safe boxes. Cheaper way shrines. Wait, what is that I never take it? Oh, crafting inspiration. No more crafters. You only need one crafter in this game who knows everything. Weapon enchants decay slowly. Take that to there. Treasure chests. Crank that all the way up and slot it. Yeah. Extraction of materials. Crank that all the way up and slot it. Harvesting speed. Crank that all the way up and slot it. And then work on the resource nodes. We almost have enough points to finish this one off. Let's put that in. That is the standard build that I've been going with for a lot of my characters. Don't really have any thief skills taken yet. We might revisit some of this later. Okay, Moose has constellations. Now, up next, some skills. So there's two things we're going to do with Moose. Moose is always going to have a pet, so we'll take this. We're going to take Feral Guardian as the ultimate on both tiers because he always has a bear no matter what, even when he's healing. He's hardly Moose Thunderbear if he doesn't have a darn bear following him around. So 21 magic damage versus 2200 physical damage. Swap out to Wild Guardian, get his bear back. He also has the bear pet and stuff, which we can now swap out with a snow bear cub. Yay, he has a bear. He also has a bear mount. All about the bears with this guy. He's at level 35. What is available for the Nords? For the Nord skills. Resist frost, plus health and frost resistance. One of the reasons why Nords is so great with tanking. They get bonuses to various resistances here. Max stamina. Crank that up. Rugged. This is the free resistance. Less resistance you have to find in your gear in order to hit those caps. Medium armor. We're going to focus very heavily on medium armor for the time being, and also level heavy. So that way you can... One of the things I want to do is compare, see if it's possible to be a medium armor tank later on. But I am going to... And maybe keep some heavy around for... Just curious what the difference is between those two. But I will keep leveling heavy armor, so we'll take the bonuses from that. He'll stay 5'2", we'll just get a different set of bows. Constitution and Juggernaut. Let's get that as high as it'll go here. For bows. So there's got to be two things. There's got to be two bars here. They're both going to use bows. One of them is going to be the bow attacks. So bow stuff like this, except for having a bear pet. And then on section 2, on part 2, there's going to be healing. And the healing is going to be done primarily through Lotus Flower. Lotus Flower Lotus Flower basically means that your light attacks restore health and your heavy attacks restore health, and it's a smart heal. So here's the idea. If I'm healing a dungeon, use Lotus Flower and go nuts with bows to have constant smart heals going, and then keep some targeted heals around for the times when more healing is required. Which takes us to his number 1 skill on both trees. It's going to be unique to Rangers, or Wardens. The stamina heal, Soothing Spores. And then later on, we can, of course, go get Vigor from the PvP trees. We do have it. I have done enough PvP to get Vigor. Woo! Nice. Let loose a battle cry, instilling yourself and nearby allies with resolve and healing them for 10,000 health over 8 seconds. This is an AoE ability, and it's done with stamina. Yeah! And continuous attack was upgraded as well. Increases your gain major gallop at all times, increasing your mount speed by 30%. So this guy gets faster mounts. I have to get up to assault level 9 in order to do a ton of PvP in order to get the faster mounts at all times. That'll be good for running around in the world. Let me tell you, one of the things that holds you back when you're first starting a new character in ESO is the slow mounts until you get some riding lessons. So this lets you PvP and eventually, ooh, boom, 30% faster mount speed. I'll have to see what that's like. But this guy has vigor. Nice. All right. So out of the bow attacks, which one did I want to work with the most? I remember last go-round that arrow spray was actually very, very spammable. I think it was poison arrow. I think that was the issue here. So you have bombard, which snares and immobilizes enemies. Are immobilized, they have their movement speed reduced by 40% for 2.5 seconds. So then there's acid spray. See, the thing I was thinking of here was, as a healer, you would fire a barrage of arrows once and throw poison damage on everything, and then just fire off other stuff with the Lotus ability. So why don't we just hold on to that for now? Let's see what we want to do with that. So let's go to Lotus Flower. This one is awesome. Boom. But this will be more of a thing on the number 2 side of things as a healer, and let's morph it. How do we want to morph this? Ah, we get weapon crit from it versus spell crit. This guy is not a spell guy. He uses, this is the joke, this guy uses weapon skills and battle tactics. So we'll do that. Now the question is, what do we want for an attack? He doesn't have a lot of bow attacks on his number two bar here. So I think what I was going for was we just sprayed poison arrows everywhere. So, and you'll see some people in dungeon groups doing this too. Fire a burst of arrows doing da-da-da-da. Starts with physical damage. So we have Bombard. And that'll slow enemies down. But in a PvE situation, I want to be able to just throw poison on everything. We'll do that. We'll do Acid Spray. I want to be able to throw poison on everything and then let the dots tick while I'm healing my friends with light attacks. So also under Winter's Embrace, we do want the big buff for plus 5,000 resistance to toughen up the group. So let's take Frost Cloak as the number 4 ability. Now Ice Fortress, we want the one that's bigger. Increases the radius and reduces the cost. We want Expansive Frost Cloak. So now we're ready to heal dungeons. We just need to craft a new set of bows. So we can heal. Now what kind of offensive abilities do we want to have on here? So for bow attacks, with bow abilities, gain a damage bonus of up to 6% against enemies at longer range. Take all long shots. Accuracy with a bow equipped, which you will have a bow at both times, so you get tons of crit from that. Ranger reduces the stamina cost of bow abilities by 7%, so we can spend more on heals. Hawkeye with a bow equipped. Dealing damage with a light or heavy attack. Increase the damage of your bow abilities, stacking up to 5 times. So, this is going to be the fun one. Because when we are spamming light attacks, also in the Dark Brotherhood tree, we have Blade of Woe, because this guy should technically be able to sneak up on somebody and then just put a dagger in him because he's a sneaky ranger. So definitely should be able to do that. Let's say Fighters Guild, he should definitely be able to intimidate people. And Mages Guild, unlock Persuade in there as well, but he's not much of a mage. Ignored skills. Animal Companions. Let's don't forget to take some passives here because he absolutely has Bond with Nature. Anytime when your Animal Companion skills ends, you are healed 1260 health. When you cast an Animal Companion's ability, you generate 2 ultimate, so Resurrecting the Bear. And Flourish. More recovery of resources when the bear is alive. And let's see here. Accelerated growth. When you heal yourself an enemy under 40% with a green balance ability, it's plus healing. Let's help ourselves to some of that good stuff. Even if we're using Vigor as the AE heal. Nature's Gift. When you heal an ally with green balance, you gain da-da-da. Oh, so you actually will gain some magic back from healing that stuff, because he's going to have lower magic. For each green balance ability slotted, so there's a couple of those, so we'll benefit from that. And then Maturation. Plus 10% health when we heal somebody. which leaves a couple of things here for more bow abilities. What do we want to do with bows here? Do you want the option of... All right. So I think what we'll do for this, we'll get snipe ready. Let's take snipe. That's been nerfed recently, so we're going to morph this over to poison damage. Reduces healing. Where's the one that's from further away? 40 meters versus 35 meters. Focused aim. This is the good one. And it also reduces resistance, too. So, good for sneaking up on foes in the outdoor world. In terms of volley, not so sure about a ground-targeted AE or something. There is scatter shot as well, which has a knockback ability. So we'll do... Actually, you know what? We'll just keep... We'll just put this in here for number 4. So we have skills. Now we just need a set of bows that add stamina in here. Let's also take some passives for this. Chilled enemies, Winter's Embrace. Am I ever going to chill somebody with the Frost Cloak ability? We'll skip that one. A little bit of resistance, a tougher healer, and he's a Nord, so why not? Icy Aura, reduce snare effectiveness. Not that anyone would want to snare the healer. Hey, how are my levels doing here? Okay, still doing all right. Just do this. Let's close a few other windows, like the commentary on Twitter is over, so we don't need that stuff. Take that out. Da-da-da. We have a pet. We have some ways to do things. And we have folks stopping by. How you doing, man? Yeah, stamina healer. Just get him some more stamina and let's go heal some dungeons. Switch over to the healing bow. Lotus flower. Now we're going to go crazy with bow attacks to smart heal people. We have a stamina heal that heals for that much. Alright, so let's see. This is his number 2 ability. No, I switched back to the other one. There we go. We don't need 2 abilities on... we don't need the Vigor ability because on this one we're probably going to be soloing and things like that. So, we can also take some of these abilities as well. That's what we need. Betty Netch. That's what we need on this one. We need the one that restores stamina. So let's do Bull Netch. Make that the number 5 on the non-healing thing, so that when we're doing this, yeah, we can get tougher and everything, but we can also boost that up as well. So you can always summon the Netch. Oh yeah, poison arrows, baby. Is there an upgrade for Vigor when I do more PvP? Or should I just go do more PvP? Oh no, this will upgrade by itself. Rapid Maneuver, that is speed increase. Caltrops, I've seen that before. Magic Detonation. Yeah, so okay, we're going to level this one. I think we had just unlocked in PvP the last time. Throw AoE at everything. All right, let's see here. We need a crafted set. Next up, we need a crafted set here. So let's go and let's do this. Let's see, I need a crafted set that does plus stamina as a 2-point bonus. I need plus stamina for a crafted set. That is not the sneaky set that we make earlier. Night Silence ignores the movement speed penalty of Sneak. Is that the one I have as the secondary on this guy? Da-da-da-da-da-da. You can also get a better outfit too. I mean, he does have the hillbilly look as it is. New Moon Acolyte, we don't want that. So we have Hunding's Rage, and then we have... so we do have Night Silence, so it can't be Night Silence. The weapon has to be another set. So, let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Nope, that is my Twitch window for catching up on Twitch alerts and stuff along those lines. Crafted sets, another one besides Night Silence, please. Vasterius Tutelage is a tri-spec set. Let's see here. Might of the Lost Legion. That's in Murkmire. Requires 4 traits. What am I going to do here? Max health, da-da-da. Weapon crit. Max stamina, max magicka for mechanical acuity from Clockwork City. Let's just do something easy. It doesn't require a lot of traits. Let's craft 2 bows from elsewhere. Vasterius Tutelage. Where is that located? Doo-dah, doo-dah. Mute the tab in case it makes noise. It is the F Extra Life Guide site, so it might be ads or something. Shooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. It's in the Rimmen Masterworks right outside the main city in the Elsewhere expansion. Good main, your turn. Doo-dah, doo-dah. All right, let's craft 2 bows level 34 and then send the ranger out into the wild. Let's go do this. Rich, you're up. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm also curious how much faster this game will load if I load it onto the M2 SSD. It's on a regular SSD right now. I'm thinking of moving the installation. Really fast games on that system drive. How much space do I have on Monolith's C drive anyways? Monolith. 550 gigs free out of 930 gigs. 1 terabyte M2, baby. A fun upgrade, and I think I'm out of M2 slots. Something I got to take a look at whenever I upgrade Monolith to the next revision. AMD has actually, it's 1209 at Jay's Geek House. AMD, finally, a load screen. AMD has, there's been a news releasing about a new AMD APU. I hope it's available to end users. And then once we can deal with the problems with the tariffs and stuff like that, by the time the problems with the trade war tariffs and stuff have been fixed and gaming PC parts, what the? Destinations is erroring out. By the time the tariff trade war issues are no longer an issue, then we'll be talking, there'll probably be some decent prices and some decent horsepower from some Ryzen processors. I'm keeping a very close eye on the APU though, because imagine if, for example, well, the 5000 series APU, very curious about that.
Office of Divine Prosecution seeks deputy.
One of the things I'm looking for from the graphics card industry is that they will inoculate themselves against all this graphic card nonsense that keeps happening every few years. Let's see how many of these recipes we can learn here. See if they can modify see if they can inoculate themselves against all of this graphics card crap that keeps happening every few years by making it so an APU can give you 1080-60 gaming and you only buy graphics cards for 4K. So that way, you know, you still have some sort of resolution with just your CPU if your graphics card cooks and there's some kind of shortage going on like there is like every other generation. Welcome everybody to the Jubilee and what all of those dailies do to you. Look at all these surveys and all these crafting motifs. So let's see how many of these blueprints can learn that. Start here. Whoever your master crafter is got to have a blast with this. So have some streamers you want to watch or something like that and grind through on 18 characters. Let's catch up on this. The only reason I'm even able to stream tonight is because I've caught up on everything, so I don't have to do any more of that stuff until 2 a.m. Eastern time, when everything resets. Let's see. Used to add to your lore library. There are just so many recipes right now that are going around. I'm sure that all the trade guilds are flooded with them. Load this up. And this is the annoying part, because you keep having to use these things individually. I'm surprised there isn't some kind of add-on, or maybe there is and I don't know about it yet. These stupid things. I mean, I've already completed the Mage Guild on this, so he can recall every single book he's ever seen from memory, so. I'm gonna just do this. I swear I'm gonna do this wrong, and I'm gonna drink a potion by mistake or something. Alright. So those are all caught up. How about the design? How many of these can we learn? Learn. If you have a crafted character, play ESO with ESO Plus and go wild with this event. Learn. Yeah. Already know it. Learn. And the rest are all surveys. And those Jeffreen Paladin things will just destroy him afterwards. I think only the Imperial Champion has any real value in terms of people don't have it yet or something. So, let's see. Give me an NPC somewhere where I can just vendor some stuff. Where's the weaponsmith that's over here? Okay, Taylor, he'll do. Hey, Taylor, you can repair plate mail, right? Nothing needs to be repaired. Alright, let's sell everything that we already know. Vendor, because recipes are probably really useless right now. Or worthless right now, because anybody who's grinding dailies is getting flooded and stuff. Not that I should be too worried anyways, because I also blew a couple 100,000 gold to radically increase the bank space that I had. At 500,000 gold, I've knocked it back down to 75 grand, and my bank can hold 400 something slots now. Want to say thanks to Rogue Gaming Commentary for stopping by tonight. I'm really busy with a lot of things, so I hope I'm not too far behind on the chat. Let's see. Also, I want to see what this looks like on YouTube with the very nice 9 grand max bitrate. Take that, Twitch. The reason I'm streaming this game on YouTube is I want to see if that max bitrate can help with what everything looks like. So, off to Northern Elsewhere. Matter of fact, we've got all this synthwave loaded. I wonder if I should... Since this is YouTube, I could always load stuff from the YTAL as well. Doo-da, 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 doo-da. You know, I could be a jerk. I could be a total jerk about all of this. And I could download the VOD, or the stream replay, as it's more accurately would be called on YouTube, and upload it to Twitch as an upload. See if it gets any views. I don't think it will, because Twitch, the video support on Twitch is near non-existent. And what a system, what potential that Twitch is sitting on. Of course, I think the reason why they have next to no support is because the last time they did, they got flooded with everybody's Let's Plays. That was there. Oh man, was that a real mess. Probably one of the reasons why Twitch doubles down on live stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Notifications, what's this? Oh, look at all this. Should be a clear all button for this. Oh, look, the Vendalian Society has some kind of something or another. All right. Raw provisioner material 37. 37 system mails. Let's go through all that. Get even more crafting materials for the bottomless crafting bag. And nerd like crazy here. Absolutely nerded up like woo. Because guess what I type with my controls in order to blow through all these mails? EXE. Yeah, like EXE, like a computer executable is... I'll tell you what, man, even when I'm doing gaming stuff on YouTube, there is always a tie back to the technology. Something I gotta figure out with the Delosaurus is, too. If I want to experiment with using the HDMI box to capture stream footage and not have any kind of overhead like this. Oh, look at all that. That stuff on the right is gonna keep updating for the next minute or so. Whoops. Oh, no. A tiger. All I want to do is make 2 bows for my ranger. Stop aggroing stuff. Over here. This Khajiit house over here is a great place to make some stuff here. Doo-dah, doo-dah. There it is. We need to make 2 bows. What kind of upgrade materials do I have, though? Because I've been busy redoing a lot of my characters. So, there we go. Woodworking station. Are we getting chased by, like, more wildlife? Alright. Oh, yeah. Also, cake. Gotta have your cake. 3 event tickets, 3 out of 12. I don't really have much to buy anymore unless I want to... Ah. How about we redo all this, by the way? We'll stop at the other stations, too. Include banked items. Of course, I have a bank that's big enough to drop stuff in there. Alright. Plus stamina. We want a pair of bows, level 34. Not hickory, needs to be beech. Level 34, and let's do plus training for extra experience gain. We are trying to get this guy to max level. We'll worry about the non-plus training stuff when we get there. A pair of bows, please. This is leveling gear, so I'm not going to take it past rare. So it's going to be, these are going to be blues. We'll worry about making epics and legendaries when this guy is max level. Even though I have more than enough upgrade materials with the carpentry station to do that. Now, what I find interesting is that ZeniMax has actually gone through and taken some stuff that used to be involved in add-ons and made it part of the base UI. Unless it was there all along and I just never figured out how to use it. But I can lock stuff now. All right, that's level 34. Now for enchants. This is ESO. We don't have to... This is go back to the castle. We're going to be going back to Somerset anyway. Let's go back to Somerset instead, because when that clock hits 2 a.m., we got some grinding to do with crafting dailies. Shooby-dooby-doo. Good. The chat window should be covered up by the camera and the music. All right. And I want to be able to see chat, so slightly overlapping windows on screen 2 here. Branch office. Now that I have a lot more stuff like Heartwood and stuff, I should be able to finish the other branch offices when Zenimax isn't drowning us in 50 bazillion things to do during the Jubilee event. All right. Let's head on over. We'll just do everything at the craft place where the dailies take place. So this guy will be in position. We should bring Celeste back there as well. She's still over in Arteum for from the little how things turned out with her thing at the beginning of the stream. So we'll bring her back as well. Get everybody in position to kick back and relax around 2 a.m. and grab a blanket, put my feet up, go through 18 characters worth of crafting stuff, and all the goodies we get from that. Clog the bank even more with treasure maps and stuff like that. And just have a stream to watch or something. Hope somebody's streaming around that time. Could even be Vindalia, I don't know. She's a late night chill streamer, so. All right, in position. Let's head over and let's make ourselves some level 34 enchants for doing damage and getting stamina back. That would be over here. Oh, look, somebody needs to be healed. Yeah, okay, he's a Templar, why not? All right, let's see. Stick to what? 828 Donatus. Interesting. Right, so we want Denis for stamina, and we want the minus stamina one for level 30. It's level 34 gear, so it's for level 30. So 3 is probably too low. That is too high. Let's find the other 4. This is boost. Yep, it's the one that's for decreasing, not increasing. It's one of the 4s. Please tell me I don't have to do Tamriel Trade Center for something like... There we go. Get some plus stamina back, because this guy's going to be doing a lot of light attacks to heal people with the Lotus Stance. So get 2 of these and enchant the bows. Denis, Donata. And then throw these in the bank, enchant the bows, throw these in the bank, and then see how Moose does in some random groups or something. Dastri's bow. So let's do enchant. Put some stamina restoration on there. Boom. All right, let's lock these thanks to this wonderful new... It was probably in there all along and I didn't notice it. I thought you needed add-ons to not accidentally decon your gear. But it is base UI now, so... Alright, deposit those bows and let's send Moose out into the wild, see what he can do. Do some testing on a few things here and there. Maybe, how about public dungeons? Isn't there an... Well, could do that. We'll see what he has for resistance. Leveling medium and heavy armor in case you want to have him tank. He is a Nord. I think I'll even have him try tanking with a bow. He's all about being a ranger after all. Otherwise, just do an axe and a wooden shield or something. Moose, time for your new weapons. Then we'll see what you can do. Have him just go outside and do some hunting in Western Skyrim. Then we wander our way inevitably over to a craft area. We will decon the bows, and Moose will get the experience from that. Moose. I also have the snow bear cub pet, so that looks cute. So look at all the bears. Wouldn't be Moose Thunderbear without bears following him everywhere. And that's not counting the summon bear, so like 3 bears grand total. Stamina healing. Da-da-da-da. Doo-da-doo-da. How much are the logon servers getting pummeled right now because of the event that's going on. And all those people that are flipping between crafting writs. That's what I want to know. Okay. Keep getting UI errors from this new destination thing. I'm sure it'll be updated tomorrow. Banker. Can't use a banker inside a player house. Hold on a second. Outside. We have all the skills available. We have all the skills ready. We just don't, we could always just take him to the castle as well. Wait, that's the way out? Didn't we go out through a cave at this... Yeah, isn't there an exit through a cave or something? I've seen the world entrance too. It's probably on the other side of the lodge. Yep, this will be Moose's little hideaway. It's nighttime too, so... Stealth at full speed. Alright, so for the remaining skill points here, what I'm going to do here... Test the healing thing as well. Keeps them available for what we want to pick up here. Now, let's get some hirelings sending materials. Every skill that has some kind of hireling, we'll drop some points into that. Get some free materials when it's maxed out, it's every 12 hours. So if you're an altaholic like I am right now, if you're an altaholic, there's a hireling for jewelry. Don't have it for provisioning yet. Lumberjack. Just take a hit on deconning leveling materials. I'm sure it won't be the worst thing in the world. Alright, let's head outside. Pick up our bows. And let's get to business here. Hunting and healing. That's what it is all about for Moose. Alright. Banker! Where the heck are you, dude? Woot woot.
May I be of service?
Alright, let's get those pairs of bows equipped. Level 34, etc. Another 1,000 stamina just from this. Let's see, Vastery's bow, let's do 2 of those. Swap those New Moon Acolytes. So long. And let's make sure they're unlocked, so we can decon them at the first station we get to. So, next thing we need to do, since... Log out. Since Celeste is done leveling, we'll send her back over to where she can do the crafting writs at 2 a.m. Since Celeste is done leveling, we'll put all those crown fortifying meals back in the bank. Preview of the new expansion, Blackwood. It's going to be part of, I think it's kind of Cyrodiil-ish type thing. It's basically like... It's like Elder Scrolls Oblivion. The more I play this game, though, with the beautiful TAA, the more I just want to play Oblivion all over again. And that's something that's on the to-do list. My infamous, I'm a dude, so I have a to-do list that I infamously never get to. Play Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim vanilla, no mods. Get some save games with everything completed with no mods. And then be able to back up those save games somewhere and never have to do the whole game again. Just have a character ready, so if I screw up my game with too many mods, it's not an issue. Like I almost did with Morrowind several times. Regular Skyrim as well. Oh man, let me tell you. Regular Skyrim as well. I had a bit of a problem with too many mods before Skyrim Special Edition with that beautiful 64-bit codebase. I wonder if regular Skyrim has been updated yet so that it'll run better and it won't crash as much. Because it took the better support for newer processors and things. It took that kind of support. There's this fast traveler over there. It took that kind of support to really fix some of the performance problems and some of the stability of some of these games. So... Then, of course, there was Morrowind. Morrowind has OpenMW, that project. Morrowind has the OpenMW project, which modernizes the engine that runs the game. So, that's one of the things I gotta try with Morrowind. Play it regular style, but with no mods, and see if I no longer get crashes to the desktop like I did back in the day. I also have a CD version of Morrowind, so for the Silver Bullet, which is now basically a period piece system, so to speak, tied to the single core Windows XP era. I want to put Windows XP on that, cap it out, find a way to download the patches, even though the patching service for XP is gone, and basically reinstall CD games on it. Basically, like, make it like a time capsule of my college years and stuff, even though it is an Athlon 64. Alright. Let's head out to the dailies. Oh, while we're at it. Stable Master.
I sold Queen Irene
Her first pony, and now you're giving me a riding lesson. Right. Let's head on over. Right, let's head on over there. I want to put in a spinning wheel, too, where I do, like, different impersonations and stuff if people spin the wheel. That'd be a good thing for Twitch with the channel points. Give people a channel point redemption, like the random Jay's Wheel of Randomness or something. Some streamers already do that, but I got some ideas for some YouTuber twists that I could put on that. Alright. Mr. Tythus, your presence is needed. Not Nuzima. Wrong assistant. Not trying to sell anything here. Alright, she is in position for when everything picks up.
Speak with me.
Alright. All those crown fortifying meals back there. We don't really need an experience scroll right now unless it stacks. Good. Leave Celeste in position there for when we go crazy with the dailies again. Lightning round. Yeah. Moose. Oh, don't distort, dude. Yeah, big AV nerd. You'd think I'd know better than that. All right. Let's see. What kind of things we have going on here while that's loading. Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo-dah. Anything else to clean up from the mess earlier? Yeah, this is one of those things where people do move on from things. Doesn't look like it when it's happening, but it's the way people are. Doo-dah. Just ask anybody who's ever tried to keep hype going for something, or somebody who works in marketing.
Speak with me.
Speak with me a moment. Yes, please give me those weapons. Where are the weapons? Did I forget to put them in the bank? Probably. I think I enchanted them, but I forgot to put them in the bank. Swap characters yet again. See. Manage videos. Just want to see something from the dashboard here. No, it wasn't the commentator who subbed that was the issue. Alright. Close that out. Somerset. Check some things while this is loading. It's almost like I should look at commentary or something during the long load screens, because this is requesting character load that we're waiting for. See this. Da 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 da. Actually, I have some streams that I need to switch on the channel. Stuff that came over from Twitch. So I gotta figure out what to do about Twitch then. So the big issue I have with Twitch is that they're capped at $6 grand for the bitrate. I don't know how that really works for a game like this. It's being run at near max. I mean, I do get some really nice screenshots out of Picasa, and I also have the Corel photo thing that has some ML and AI for refining pictures. So, could do stuff like that. But it's not like I'm refining the living daylights. Usual AV rules apply. So your source material is always something that limits you. So you can't really add quality that... It's hard, I should say, at minimum, to add quality that wasn't actually there in the first place.
How can I help you?
It takes a lot of work. No, supposedly those are in the bank. One-handed... What, do I have all weapons? Where'd the weapons go? Or did I... No, I grabbed a pair of bows and equipped them. I was only transferring over the crown meals. Ugh. No excuse for that. None whatsoever. I can't even say I had a long day at work either, because I didn't. That's pitiful. Level 35. Sit through another darn load screen. No activity on the stream elements thingy. Alright, so that's that with the F Extra Life. We can close that out. Firefox. Anything fancy going on YouTube tonight? Anything fancy going on Twitch? Oh, look, more Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Woo! Blunty complained about something. Oh, it loaded! Darn ESO! You gotta load faster. Minimize a few things here. Alright, so we weren't looking for... Yeah, we weren't looking for weapons here.
How can I help you?
We're looking for the crown fortifying meals. Let's see, we have a stack of 12 and a stack of 177. Let's take them both. Put those on the quick launch bar. Take that out. We do have the cake from last year, too. So let's get the experience bonus going. One of the things, if you like the older cakes better than the Oblivion-themed cake this year, you can actually get the experience bonus from all the prior cakes during the Jubilee. Alright, so get this. There we go, some better stats. I do have some leveling food as well, but I have plenty of these kinds of things. So we did equip the new bows, right? So we're ready to go start experimenting with this, then maybe do some groups. We'll wander over to the nearest... Yep, there we go. Vastery's bow. Alright, well, let's head on out. Let's go hunting. Get off of the... let's go hunt something. Because we can run around full speed there. Let's get that wolf. The bear's ready. Yeah, let's see. This guy can stealth at full speed. Well, that was underwhelming. Throw some poison on it. Now, Lotus. Every light attack heals for... Oh, we got some level of vigor out of all of that. Every light attack heals for... Every light attack heals for like 1,000 to 2,000. I think the big issue here is that it scales with magic, but I don't have much use for magic, not this guy. And if we need to, yeah, the glowing bow. That's what it's all about. All right. A little too far away. Yeah, as we just go in, we just start attacking stuff and we send out regular... Ooh, Vigor, already rank 4. Nice. What does it morph into? Let's see what it morphs into before we go joining any groups. Sick the bear on that bear. Go get him! 14 grand. Oh. 14 grand, poison arrow, lotus flower. So that's the thing. I mean, we do have vigor. Not that. Yeah. That kind of thing. But that's the thing. We just go and we attack and we attack and we attack, and there's smart heals going out while we're contributing to the DPS. Throw poison on everything, buff the party, heal them with stamina. That it just doesn't make any sense from an RPG perspective. What does not whatsoever. I'm this priest healer. I'm going to channel the divine and heal your wounds. Stamina healer. Hey, I hunt bears and I have big muscles. Check out my muscles and you'll feel better and get healed. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but hey, it's ESO. For some reason, somebody decided to put a stamina heal in here. Did this. Yeah, and Green Lotus actually helps with weapon damage as well. So, oh, who's this? An elf? Anyways, let's meet this bear. Sick him, bear! That's another cool thing, too, is that this guy is a healer with a pet. So there's always a pet doing damage. Vigor can now be morphed. Woo! Let's see what we got here. All right, so this PvP skill, the infamous stamina AE heal, what does it turn into? Echoing Vigor, which actually makes it way bigger. And then there's a self heal. We don't want no self heal. We're healing with stamina here. So instead of 8 meters, it's now 15 meters. 8 seconds increases the duration as the ability ranks up. And of course, this is self heal and stuff like that. It's PvP thing. No, we want to do this with PvE. Echoing Vigor. So. Woo! Feel better because I have lots of stamina. Makes no sense whatsoever. But if I need to heal somebody, I'll just run up to somebody and use Soothing Spores, which is technically healing with mushrooms. Oh, man. Next time any of the streamers who I watch are doing a random normal, I have half of mine just cut straight to a dungeon. Maybe I should record a dungeon run too, and then make a video out of it afterwards. Throw poison and Lotus. Buff the group, Lotus, and start doing smart heals with light attacks. Oh, bunch of people need healing? Boom. Just stay near the party so we can get them all with the AE heals. And get him, bear. Healing with a bow and arrow. So the issue here, though, is that there is no real plus healing stuff like there is with restoration staff. So in order to do any kind of plus healing, we actually have to come over to this part of this tree. So, and we can probably put points in and see if we can pick up Rejuvenator here, so we can get plus spell, weapon, whatever to all of our heals, and crank that up. We got some stuff for damage, which would only affect the bow attack. But imagine a plus healing buff to Vigor and Soothing Spores. You like the mushrooms, don't you? I'm gonna heal your wounds. Alright. Stealth, stealth, stealth. So we get a sneak attack on that wolf. Is there any kind of... Is there any kind of sneak attack bonus, or was that taken out of the game to cut burst damage? 6,600 versus what's a regular attack? About 3 grand. And so the more we crank our... Get him, bear. Oh, the bear is taking damage. Ah, the boar won't leave me alone. None of these smart heals are going to the bear, though. Darn it. I have to actually heal my bear. There. Or was Lotus Flower nerfed so that it's no longer something that helps your... Hold on a second. To you or a nearby ally for 20 seconds plus weapon crit. Yeah, those smart heals should be going to the bear if the bear is the one taking damage. Let's see. Why don't we do something different compared to other... Let's put Vigor in spot 4. Yeah, we'll do that. Put Vigor in spot 4, because we're going to be AE healing a lot more than we're casting that buff that boosts damage, or that boosts armor. Lotus Flower, time to heal. Fire a bunch of arrows to heal people. Alright, I think we pretty much got the hang of it. Where's the nearest crafting station? A little bit to the north. Let's head out there and see. How about we pick up some way shrines while we're at it? Look at how fast this bear is. Maybe I should do PvP up to Assault level 9 on all my characters. And even if I'm crap at PvP, just do Assault level 9 in big open world PvP. Just follow the Zergs around. Get up to level 9 and get the faster mounts. Alright, let's pick up this place over here. This is almost as fast as my main character's maxed out mount. Yeah, 30% increased mount speed. Hey, you know, that's one way to get people into PvP. Maybe we should go to Cyrodiil, and then I'll run into those people that do nothing but PvP in this game. I'll get my ass kicked, but eventually, you know, after attacking enough bases, I level up Assault to level 9, and I get a much faster mount. That's what it is with PvP. It's the pecking order. You eventually run into those people that do absolutely nothing but play PvP all the time. And they smoke you because you don't play PvP all the time. Alright. Let's go to crafting station before we start healing groups. Daily random normal, and because this guy's leveling up, it's not going to be... I don't think there'll be DLC dungeons. I didn't even notice that the mount ran out of stamina either. Look at this. Some speed, baby. Yeah. Where's the craft station? The hunter's house. I think it's up at the top. Which way up again? I haven't been to this place in a while. I have to circle the entire mountain just to find my way up. Hey, look, a wolf. I keep forgetting that the mount is running out of stamina. Oh yeah, this is the hunting lodge, where it often snows indoors. See if that bug's been fixed. Well, it's not snowing right now, so we'll see what happens. Still in combat. Is the bear gonna run into the house? Does the bear know... Does the wolf know how to open the door? Yeah, so we'll decon everything. Get this guy some points. Ooh, a cooking fire. Nice cozy cabin. Nice place to queue for some dungeons, too. Ooh, we have a lot of stuff to... Alright, let's see here. Crash. Crash? No, decon. To this. Oh, we had all these raw materials. Well, that's nothing. When Goodman goes around later on, I think during the grind... Which I don't know if I want to stream it or not. If there's another ESO streamer doing some stuff by then, I will just cut the stream, and then I'm going to just do all those writs on 18 characters. Ooh, Harrowstorm. All those writs on 18 characters, then see... then go around on a giant world tour to see how many of those maps I can get done. I think obviously the writs need to come first. So, hey, bear, move. Yo. Alright. Why don't we change non-combat pets while we're at it? Collections tab. Non-combat. And I think this count as an exotic pet. Bring out the snow bear cub. There he is. Oh, isn't he cute? Got wolves, too. More bears, more fun. Stuns favor. Alright. Let's have some fun here. Q as a healer for the daily leveling random. See how this works. Hey, he's got a bow and arrow. He's not a real healer. Kick him! Dungeon Finder, random normal. Let's do this. Instant Q. One of the key reasons why your character should do some kind of healing, even if all you do is grab a resto staff and try to figure it out. Ranger. Oh, look, one of the DPS fell asleep. Yeah! Because the queue got a little too long. So that... How about we do animal companions? We gotta have that thing out at all times, because that's plus 20% weapon damage, so we'll only apply the toughness debuff by swapping over to weapons. To the non-weapon thing. We want to be firing off this Netch ability all the time. So... let's do the snow thing there. Let's heal. Bow to 41. Whoops. Yes, please. Let's go heal with the bow and arrow. See how we do. We do have real heals in the form of soothing spores. Yeah, so this is plus 20% weapon and spell damage, so we gotta have the Netch going at all times. So that's more important, was go in and heal and stuff like that. Oh, look, DPS fell asleep again. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo. 33,600. 33,000 health, but he's a Nord, so... What's this Nord doing healing? He's a Warden. He's got stamina skills. Crypt of Hearts. Leveling dungeons, baby. perfect time to try out what it is we're going to be doing here. All right, let's try this here. Leveling dungeon. We got to move the installation of this over to the SSD. See, can we put this in party chat? Group chat, actually. The red vest dude is the tank, and he has 54,000 freaking health. We are gonna blow through all this. Let's see here. Just throw poison on everything. Get him, bear. Just throw poison on everything and keep Lotus Flower up, as well as keep the Netch up for Ranger heals. Oh, we're missing a DPS, too. Not like it's gonna matter. We'll just use all the spam heals with stamina. Yeah.
Please.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, look, a quest. Okie dokie, this is gonna be... We're being three-man this thing. That's the tank, right? Oh, look, we have a werewolf. Not that it's gonna matter anyways. Hey, where's my damage meter? 20,000 DPS as a healer? Probably doable. Come on, bear. Oh, vote to kick. Okay, yeah. I mean, it... well, one less DPS. Not that we need one anyways. 15,000. Throw poison on everything, do Lotus thingy, and then... Sick 'em, bear. Hey, let's throw poison on this guy. Throw poison on this guy. Poison on this guy. And just bow attacks and see if the smart heals can... Well, the tank's got tons of health anyway, so... Hunter and a bunch of werewolves. Doo-dah, doo-dah. What? I actually gotta cast some real heals? Come on now. Lotus Flower. Oh, we have a boss. Well, that explains a few things. Get him, bear. 25 grand. All right, let's kill his buddies here, and then Mage Master, the Leviathan set. Tons of stamina focused. Why do I have to actually heal somebody? Did everyone already run off to the next trash pull? 2, 3. Doo-dah, doo-dah. See, the fun part, look at how the UI mod is showing my character's stamina instead of magic. Poison arrows. I do have an orc for a stamina dragon knight. Gotta do some experimenting. Can't do much experimenting during the Jubilee, though, with just how lucrative the quests are. Another boss. Sick the bear on the boss, and stand back and smart heal everybody with light attacks. Make sure that the Netch keeps boosting the spell and weapon damage. If need be, vigor.
The dead will rise and consume you!
Oh, I actually have to heal the tank. Uh-oh. Gee, did the boss use a tank buster? Poison! Ranger.
Allenway, do you have a moment?
Roar! Everybody feel better because I just shouted and it heals people over time. Oh, we are set. The stamina answer to that Resto Staff ability. The thing is, there's no perks for healing, though, with this sort of thing. Ah! Boost the Netch! Sick 'em, bear! Yeah, we'll just fire at random. I don't know, maybe we should drop the bow skills. Alright, let's try not to glitch this boss. Throw poison on him. No sissy healers here, just a dude with a bow and arrow. And a bear. Lotus Flower. See, these are leveling dungeons, so... Whoops! We didn't need that. We needed, we're gonna do cake, actually. Let them eat cake.
Stop! Stop!
Is anybody actually doing the quest? I'm guessing not. Crap, that means I gotta come back here and actually do the quest. Poison! Beware the poison arrows of the wily ranger. Oh, look, Lich boss. Well, we'll just throw that on everybody and heal them that way. Get the Netch out and make sure we always Lotus Flower everything so we can actually do DPS to heal people. Well, if we're gonna full clear this thing, maybe this is Crypt of Hearts 1 on normal difficulty. Nothing exciting. Probably see if we can go around and do the quest before we get kicked out of the dungeon after we start the timer for that. Doo-doo. This is quite literally a dungeon run. Hey, bear, attack the... Oops. We'll take out the trash then. The problem is that special attacks... There we go. See, that's one of the things I gotta do, is that, if we're using Lotus Flower, we can do trash with a two-hander. Go in with a two-hander like a giant axe or something, and then that'll cleave the enemies, but at the same time, heal... I wonder if cleave attacks actually increase the amount of stuff that does. Well, this guy's a lot harder on veteran mode. Bear! Attack the boss! Oh, people are actually getting hit with stuff. Well, that's what Vigor is for. They just keep spamming away. No, the tank has a really big damage shield, that's why. He's a kick-ass tank. 50,000 plus health. This is just farming for him. Lotus Flower. Yeah, who cares if I don't do any DPS? That's what the bear's for. Level 36. Are these guys gonna stick around long enough for me to get the quest? Speak with Alanwe's soul. Well, let's level up while we're waiting for the... Woo! 23 points. Medium armor doesn't have anything available here. Medium armor to 40. Nothing available at 40 for that. Nord skills. Heavy armor to 31. Yeah, Ebon gear, who cares? Just decon it. Bow to 42. I need the pants, lol. Where's the quest mob? Is the quest mob back at the beginning? Animal companions to 39. Green balance to 40, the healing skills. Settings, I don't want to see anybody's chat bubbles. Please turn off the dumb chat bubbles. Interface. I don't want to see any chat bubbles. Kind of redundant in this game. Everything goes into chat.
Do you feel that? The others are...
Finally! The quest mob! I think it takes like...
I don't know where you found your new friends.
Are these all rookies? No, they all have champion points. I'm the idiot that's not max level.
They can speak to that better than I, but they've bested my husband's minions. We owe them everything.
We should go back to the castle, too.
Indeed.
You've done the impossible.
Skill point.
By the Imperium.
Another level just from turning in the quest. I love the Jubilee. Back to Goodmane's castle.
Easy, Feindor. He'll pay when the time comes. But we don't want you rushing off to die.
Our
again.
friends killed his dear.
I've already seen that quest a couple of times, so the text is not important, but we'll stay in the group until that other guy leaves. So that way he can take in the lore. Which Elder Scrolls has plenty of it. Oh, hi, Bear. We'll go inside and head over to the throne room where we can sell stuff, things like that. Decon a few things. Well, you see here, you left the group. Okay, well, they're done. Home sweet castle. No, it doesn't make any sense with this guy. Oh, another crown fortifying meal. Gimme. Plus health. Not that Nords need it. A mix of... I always want my characters to be able to tank. That's why I take health on them all. So, oh, advanced species. Increases your damage by 1% for each animal companion ability slotted. Take that. Green balance. Doesn't have anything available just yet. Winter's Embrace. Has stuff, but I don't need it. Bow. Nope. See, we did have two-handed in here. See, here's the fun part. The nickname that I have for this patch is two-handers for everyone. What that refers to is that two-handers now have plus spell damage and weapon damage on them. So if you're a caster, grab it, and you're a hybrid caster, grab a two-hander. You get a boost to the power of your spells from your melee weapon, and it's not specific to healing or AoE or single target like Destruction Staff would be. Jack of Trades weapon there. So I'm so tempted to give this guy an axe and see how that works with Lotus, with Green Lotus. So I do want this guy to be able to boost people's armor, so we're going to keep that other skill around. But let's see here. Nord skills, Assault. See how Echoing Vigor does that sort of thing? Could do PvP as well. Poison! Don't have a PvP build for this guy, though. Alright. Sell off.
Can I help you?
See, that's the thing. Can I set something up to where I have a mix of... Well, there's more than enough skill points to do that. Set something up to where I have various DPS... magic stuff. Oh, it's a recovery set as well. Then there's the Leviathan, which has stamina and a boosty load of critical. Woo! Lots of that. Well, let's add those to the sets then and take our reward. We get more of those for doing more dungeons. Do some experiments. I would love to do some experiments with two-hand on this guy. 10 transmute crystals. Awesome stuff. That's the daily. I have a couple of museum pieces to turn in. Keep those Imperial Champion things. See if anybody wants them after the event is over. In case anybody missed it or something. Check with the Caffeine Knights and maybe the Vendalian Society. See how they do with that. I gotta check out Tyrannai's stream. If she streams at different times than Vendalia, I might check out what she's up to. Let's see. Take this out here. I think she streams at night, though, because, you know, play some video games after the kids go to bed. Alright, let's get if you can get some more sets from this. Which, interestingly enough, you level alts in the dungeons, you get stuff in the set system, then get yourself a bunch of transmute crystals, reconstruct them at max level, even though you learned them as leveling gear. So bring them back for your characters if you're that interested in them. That sort of thing. So this. Take these 3. So long. Leviathan Ring. Need some more drink. Gotta stay hydrated. So that's all set. So level 37 now. What are we gonna... How quickly can we advance this type of stuff? Just being helpful to people. 2,900 weapon damage. If we use the Netch, it boosts up to 3,500. It's roughly about... What kind of titles do we have available? Volunteer, Recruit, Lord. This guy is none of those. I'm looking for something more rustic. Or if Vin wants to run a random daily. Yeah, if Vin wants to run a daily, we can do that. See this? So we have this available. Let's do another one. Go in. We know it's gonna... I don't think we get DLC dungeons if there's somebody who's not max level. So daily is complete. Can't do veterans. Can only do specifics. I don't care. Let's go heal some more stuff. City of Ash. Get some more sets. Decon them. Get the quest done and get skill points from those too. Need more drink. Might actually have a be right back screen for that. Alright. Another kick-ass tank. Knocks heads. Gee, I wonder. Does he use blunt weapons? Argonian. Okay. The stamina healer has arrived. Maybe we should focus less on stealth and just crank the stamina really high. I almost said jack the stamina damage through the roof, but 60 minutes until we start our grind again. We just do a giant lightning round of quests and see if my 460 thing bank can handle all of the rewards from that. It is the Jubilee, so of course. Oh, look, someone jumped off the tree. Oh, no, we better heal them. They might not recover their health in time, or whatever. This guy knows the dungeon. Another literal dungeon run. I think I've done the quest here before, though. Heavy armor to 32. Do I actually have to heal somebody? Whatever. It's gotta be fun when this guy is max level. It's gotta be really fun when the guy's max level because, see, there is an overland set we want to go for, though, that has tons of extra stamina, I think. Kind of like Crafty Alfique had tons of extra magic. Crank this guy's stamina through the roof, just like we do with the magic characters. Emphasize the living daylights out of that primary stat. You know what would be interesting? I'm actually curious if we can get a hybrid with Crafty Alfique. Get a hybrid in there with Crafty Alfique and whatever the stamina equivalent is. Oh, we have a boss. Well, let's see. Throw some heal over times and then spam smart heals. Let the bear do all the DPS. We can always switch to burst healing by actually doing this to get our resources back. 12 grand. Yeah, why not? Especially if you have hots ticking. Throw vigor and then do heavy attacks on everything, just like I would do with the resto staff. Why not? And see how bursty those heals get. I think there was a limit on that, so they couldn't really be like bursty heals. But we shall see. Let's just make sure the other things stay up. I totally... get rid of the bow side of this completely. Alright, ready? Let's see what this does. Yeah, see? Oh, yeah. I think it cleaves and stuff. Give this guy a melee weapon. I wonder if the cleave damage actually boosts the Lotus heal. So you just fire off Lotus and whatnot, for that sort of thing. Shoot that poison arrow! Something. I do know the tune to the song, but for DMCA reasons, I will sing it off-key on purpose. Lotus flower!
Light it up!
Ooh, hitting stuff for 8 grand and healing for 4 grand. On top of, we can throw more hots on everything. All with stamina, baby. Hey, is that a boss? Lotus. 4 grand smart heal. The bear knocked it down. Imagine if hunters could heal in World of Warcraft. How nuts would that be? Go get him, bear. Not that we need to anyways. These are clearly people that are farming the heck out of everything. Chest! Someone take the chest! While we take out these flame atronarchs. Ooh, lucky dodge. Not that anybody actually needs to be healed, but there we go. I'll be the last one in there when everyone's moved on. Take what's left, like a cabbage or whatever it is. Oh yeah, nothing like getting interrupted. Ah, an archer. Well, isn't that stupid? Whatever. Next. Now, can I actually get in the... Please stop fighting everything. I didn't get to get the chest. Let's get this here. At least you won't get interrupted this time. Some stuff to decon. Nothing exciting. Oh, look. The DPS isn't letting the tank take. Lotus flower. Spam some light heals and smart heal these people. Or just do this. Dude, you find one thing, and you just make jokes about it all night. Why not? See, we have a boss. Sick the bear on the boss. I think I just sent the bear after one of his buddies. Nope, got it right. 15 grand, you're welcome. We really burned the boss down. Well, my main attack is poison arrow, so I don't know if we really burned the boss, but whatever. What's up here? Aren't we supposed to go in that door or something?
harvest your soul for
How do you solo these dungeons on normal difficulty at max level? Stunned? What? Are you kidding me? Hey, don't stand in the fire. We'll out-heal that. Just switch to light attacks. Bear, go get him! Medium armor to 41. This is the part where we jump off the tree, right? Sort of. Someone jumped too far. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, it was the tank. No, it wasn't. Actually, no, there's a, you're right. I think a lot of these people have that run speed boost. Something I don't want to drop points in.
Flank, now!
Alright, let's take out this guy. We do have to go to that Oblivion Gate for the final boss. Where's the bear? Oh, the big bear. There he is. Finally! Doesn't have enough points yet to do it. Well, let's see here. Lotus. And do heavy attacks to get stamina back. 6,300 on one of those smart heals. Not as fast as spamming the fireball as a Dragon Knight. Don't know if it's even worth it to use that special attack when everybody's burning everything down. Yeah, 14,000 DPS as a healer. Nice. Just poison arrow everything, because if people don't take damage, you don't have to heal it. Healer DPS 5 head. Where's the boss? There we go. Sick the bear on the boss. Throw some poison on him. And proceed to spam smart heals. If we need to use a real heal, we have one. Cha-ching! Next. Is this where we get burning spellweave from? We have company. Yeah, whatever. Switch over to the bow thing and just snipe that guy. I think the damage got nerfed. Okay, where were we? Switch off. I think the Inner Grove is where the Oblivion Gate is. Lotus Flower. Here, free heal. Not that it's gonna matter, it's all stamina anyways. Yeah. Alright, there's the Oblivion Gate. Here's the final boss. Should be cool as a range guy. Hardly be a ranger if I wasn't.
Surrender and I'll devour
11 grand. Nice. Let's put a heal on these heavy attacks. Sick 'em, bear.
Rise, minions.
We'll take out the minions with poison arrows as one. Strafe. Oh, we actually got to heal somebody? There, we healed somebody.
Stop before it's too late.
Take out those Atronarchs. Don't forget to make sure the buff is still active for Lotus Flower, or the attacks don't do it. The attacks don't heal anybody. Hey, bear, take out that Atronarch. Where the heck is the bear? Lotus Flower.
Rise, minions.
2,100. Activity complete. Hey, the tank gained a level. 26 with 41,000 health at level 26. This guy loves tanking, and he's pretty good at it too. Bow to 43. 41,000 health at level 26. That's a dedicated tank. What class? Oh, Warden. That's why. See, I think Wardens are one of the few few classes in this game. Let's go back to the castle. I think Wardens are one of the few classes in this game that actually have a boost to damage when you, with the scales with health skill they have. I know the Templars have a shield spell. Wait, what are these guys doing? They actually doing something? Maybe they're like Vin and they're just looting the whole area for stuff to vendor or something. I don't know. Looks like everybody else is gone to turn in the quest. So we won't be a jerk about it. Back to the castle. Wardens, I believe with... Wardens actually have something that boosts the damage. I think the ice spell that's in Winter's Embrace. It actually boosts the damage with the health, as opposed to something like the shield spell that Templars have, where the shield damage, or the shield strength is boosted by your health. Or something where a healing spell is boosted by your health. So I don't know where... I think... I haven't really taken a look at some of the skills out there for health builds, but I think Warden's one of the few ones that can get more damage out of the deal. Well, if these folks want to re-queue, I'm more than happy to do another run with them.
How may I serve?
They're awesome. That tank is awesome, too. You can tell they love tanking, and it's not like some... Oh, Burning Spell Weave. Oh, yeah. You can tell that it's not somebody that plays a DPS that just wanted a quicker queue. And it's one of the reasons why I got to carry some heavy armor around. So we get one of those, bada bing, I just do the tanking instead. Plus, with the Undaunted, I want to get the taunt, the range taunt, and then try tanking with a bow and arrow or something. Could always do sword and board for that sort of thing. This guy is stamina. So, Sunderflame. Decon as much as we can. The group hasn't done anything yet, so we'll see if they do want to run another. If this was their daily or not. Decon, decon, decon. Just clean everything out. Burning Spellweave ring collected. Level 26, yeah, okay. Hey, while we're waiting for these people to decide whether they're queuing again or dropping group, let's check out that skill. So it's under Winter's Embrace. It's Impaling Shards. Damage done is based on your max health and has a higher chance to apply the chilled status effect. So, there it is. This is where you can crank your health through the roof and do more damage. One of the few ways you can do that. So, let's see here. 30,000, but he's a Nord, so, I mean... The gear will become less and less effective the further ahead of it I get, so... Alright, nobody's done anything with this group yet, so how about we just go to streamer only here and do some research and see if these folks are actually going to queue for anything else. Get me some information on ESO crafted sets. I want to know which is the one. We'll switch over to the Overland sets in the F Extra Life Wiki, which is very handy for this kind of stuff. So instead of crafted sets, let's go to regular sets and see if we can go to Overland. Can we see that? We're looking for it's probably some form of medium armor, so let's look at that. Where is the one with 50 bazillion thingies of stamina? Like stamina. There it is. Draugr Hulk. It's from Dire Frost Keep. So if we go tank that dungeon like crazy. Yeah, it's a dungeon set from Dire Frost Keep. So if we want to get a set of that, we want to have Goodman go in there with Shaka Tank with 33,000 and whatnot, or just tank it on normal difficulty. Get a bunch of that to add it in. Okay, what are these guys doing? We'll give them about another minute or so to re-queue for the dungeon, otherwise I'm leaving. And of course we got more transmute crystals. I think we can pop open. Still get more Undaunted supplies. But we only get one transmute crystal per dungeon, so if we're gonna grind dungeons to get up to max level, then Mace of Endurance. Let's add that to the sets as well by deconning it. I'll switch the game back on. These people have, I think it's about time. Yep, let's see here. Ooh, dried blood, yeah. That there. And let's do this. Nope, let's do this. Doo-da, doo-da. So much stuff to refine, but we're not going to do that. Goodmane's better at that kind of stuff. Take that out like this. Okay, we've waited for these people long enough. Drop group. Moose is out. Surprised people didn't jump the group up, didn't drop group automatically like that. We know it's going to be leveling dungeons, so why not? 119. A little bit more time before the other thing finishes up. What do we have in the Crown Store lately? Anything good? The Imperial Champion. That kind of looks like, if you dye it with all black dye, that looks basically like... Ooh, the Breton hero and the elf hero is back. Hinterlands. What kind of song is that? 640, 20 things away. 50 bazillion. Look at all these 50 bazillion music boxes out there. That's one of the ways in which this game makes its money. There's also the Alien Ruins. Let's go visit that before we queue up. We'll get bounced back to the outdoor world. Get some more drinks, too. So the fun part with this is that this is basically, it's like swimming pools galore. Varlia Save Something or Another Alien Ruins. It's got like swimming pools and stuff. Some indoor, some outdoor, but it's basically ruins. You have beaches and other stuff in this area. I'm not going to buy it. It's 12,000 crowns. There's a crown sale going on right now, I believe, that would bring down the cost of this in real-world money. But it's just... one of the real problems with MMOs is when they have too much stuff that you buy through a cash shop and not enough stuff that you can earn in-game. Imagine if you could earn this in-game somehow, whether it was through some major achievement or something. This is the pitfalls of cash shops. World of Warcraft has this problem too, but yeah, here we go. Nice little swimming pool type area here. I used to have a mod in Elder Scrolls Oblivion that had like an alien-themed place that had a swimming pool. It was like the alien answer to... no, it wasn't. That was the Hatterath Tower. It was the answer to the private mobile base. Alright, let's queue from inside this house, which will probably boot us to the outdoor world. Oh. So this is going to be the part where it hard cuts back in. Had a guy with an immature username in the dungeon group. I dropped group and left. There's something you got to remember about these MMOs, that there's an element of socialization to them. And with that comes the need for social skills. Which means, I mean, if you start drama or you have a character with a juvenile name or something, you send a message to the people around you. And those people have to decide whether they want to help your progression in these games or not. And in my case, I mean, if you have a character name that looks like something off of Reddit, the answer is going to be no. You really shouldn't do that. Same thing, too, with people that don't want to understand mechanics and stuff, or people that start loot drama, or people that start drama in general, people that poison guilds and make them ineffective. You gotta ask yourself, do you want to be supporting the progression of people that treat others like that? If the answer is no, get out of the guild. So what we'll do then, for the balance of the time, now that we have some work to do for this thing, we're gonna go around and we're gonna get some of these sky shards and stuff, and just hunt bears and other stuff along the way. Won't be as much experience as helping people out, but I'm done with people for the night. After that little mess, yeah. So long. Let's see here. I mean, you can take stuff like that and go back to World of Warcraft. Or go play... League of Legends or something, I don't know. This is Elder Scrolls. It doesn't have the cartoony style of WoW. It doesn't have, like, the Night Elves with, you know, booba physics and stuff like that. It doesn't have any of that stuff. Matter of fact, compared to some of the more cartoony MMOs out there, the characters are kind of bland, in a sense, because it's Elder Scrolls. Either way, let's unlock stuff like that. Yeah, like the dwarven lift that takes us underground. Let's go get that. Just fill out the map. This guy is Skyrim native, so he should be... He's one of the proud sons of Skyrim, so he should be able to fill out the map in all of Western Skyrim. Maybe go to East March while we're at it. Y'all March, great lift. And let's also enjoy the faster speed, thanks to the boost from the PvP tree. You'll really ditch a group like that? It's a random group. They're not going to remember me. They'll be upset about it for like 20 minutes and game over. Yeah. We'll cut that too from the VOD. Because YouTube lets you do stuff like that. I think it's the right thing to do as well. People who would do stuff like that to other players in these games don't deserve any progression, any loot, any guilds, anything. Let them be stuck, ungilded, not able to do anything, until they take a good long look at themselves and try and figure out why everybody wants nothing to do with them.
Getting out of this town.
So, let's see. Oh my goodness, that's pretty elitist. It's responsible. It's responsible, more like. 7940. Yeah, it was nerfed. The snipe ability used to be a lot... It used to hit a lot harder. It was one of the skills that they cut down the cast time, but they also cut down the damage. So, it's a way to kind of get some of the burst damage out of PvP. He's probably do the same amount of damage if you spam it. You just use more... I think the resource cost was cut, too. But... Ah, lead, Seat of the Snow Prince, is now available to scry. This guy hasn't even started Antiquities yet. I suppose what we should do... Probably see if we want to take a look at... We could do a test as well for Lotus. Cast Lotus Flower and then see if Cleaves actually increase the amount of damage. So, not this. Lotus... Like 1,300 crits for 2,000 for a light attack. What if we have... Yeah, two-handers cleave, actually. Might be worth leveling a two-hander. Give this guy an axe. So I don't know if we really want to make this guy a big bow person or something. You should make some weapons for him. Send Goodmate out to make like a two-hander for him. This is the two-handers for everyone patch, so why not? Plus it would boost spell damage on the remaining spells you actually cast. Like Lotus Flower. That might be something to consider. But if it's more worth it, what we could do is, if it's more worth it, we'll just get... Yeah, we can get like the Cliff Racer attack or something. Get the Cliff Racer attack, the stamina variant of it. We have some points we can spend. Get the Cliff Racer attack and the stamina variant of it, so he'll have some kind of attack, and then he just has the two-hander for the other stuff. Thing is, though, he has to close to melee range in order to benefit from Lotus Flower with that sort of thing. So would that work? It's only light and heavy attacks, too, so we can't pair it up with something like the Fighters Guild crossbow. Ha! Well then. Had 4 points in two-handed. We don't even have enough to take the skill. Ha! What do we want to do for that? Give him an axe. Could even dual wield. Let's see. 1,300 health. But this is the variant that does stamina. Does that get higher? Well, there's only one way to find out. It's 1,372 health. Let's click off the food buff and let's just do some magic-only food, which I think we have in the bank. So out here in the woods... Wait for the Netch buff to wear off. I think we have some, like, cherries or something that can be used for plus magic. Otherwise, you can go buy some vendor food. Go to a town or something, go to the inn and buy some vendor food. Purifying Bloody Mara. Yeah, there it is. Let's grab those. That's a magic-only drink. So, let's see. See what this does. So, all primary stats off. Waste of a food buff. So, let's see here. So, right now, green balance, Lotus Flower, 1,372 for the heal from light armor. Let's drink one of those Bloody Maras, which only boosts your magic. So now we have 20,000. So 1,372 versus nothing. No change. Waste. What a waste of some legendary buff food as well. Okay, let's switch that back out. Interesting. Well, let's put those back in the bank then. Save them for the magic characters. It's also a good vampire drink as well. drinking those actually helps with feeding and stuff for vampires. So we want to put the this one, Purifying Bloody Mara. Reducing your vampire stage by 1. The effects are scaled based on your level. It's an interesting legendary recipe. Alright, let's get to work. This is done. We need more drinks now. If I start coughing too much, I'll get some of them. The thing is, though, do we absolutely need to be throwing poison arrows everywhere, or can we just call down the Cliff Racer? Because the Cliff Racer will actually hit harder. We have some points in that, so let's do that. Let's just do this. Dive. And then physical damage for cutting dive. Why don't we just call down Cliff Racers instead? There's also... The problem is it's an AoE ability. It does AoE... The other thing we had was an AoE ability. It does AoE damage. So, I think it'd be better to just fire off poison arrows. Save cutting dive for if we bring a melee attack into this. So, not focused aim. Let's do acid spray. Matter of fact, let's make a melee weapon for him. Level 34, blacksmithing. So it has to be Vastari's bow, which was where again? The Khajiit house outside of Rimmon. Let's go do that. Give him a two-hander. Give him some options. This is done. Have to do a be right back screen. It's too early. It's too late for a be right back screen. Let's have this be a giant push forward here. Give this guy a two-hander. I want to see if the... What exactly happens to the heals when you start factoring in the cleave from two-handers. So, send Rich off to... Let's see. Off to Khajiit land, northern elsewhere. Let's have him make something. Check some things on the channel. Let's check some things on the channel while we're loading up here. Let's see. What kind of stuff we have going on here? Nothing exciting. Good. What's with these UI errors from this destination thing, though? Or will that be uploaded tomorrow? Half hour to go. So we gotta bring this guy back after we head off to Rimmon. Make that axe for him. We can also... Yeah, we want to transmog it into an axe. Don't have as much money as I used to since I radically expanded my bank space. So... Is anybody live on Twitch right now? We want to keep an eye on that. Head over to Twitch. Don't start the stupid little trailer that you have to make, or whatever. Any ESO folks going? No, surprisingly. Ha! No. KIRLs, Tom Bob Blender, Jake and Bake, Joey Chaotic, who I believe is based out of Taiwan. The pool stream showdown between Amaranth and Indie Fox is over for the night. Alright, so let's head off to elsewhere. Let's make the axe. Level 30. We can technically make a level 36 axe for him. Why do I keep thinking there's still something in here? We should actually take the lid off. Visual cue. That's out for a change, so... Let's see. Not very often I go through all the drink on here. I think some of the problems I have with some of the drinks, though, is that I go through them, is that they're mixed out of powder and stuff. I probably should just do straight up water in there. I'm curious if there's residue and stuff from... Even though it's sugarless, I'm curious if the residue might have a similar effect to sugar. Problem with sugar as a broadcaster is that it's sticky sand, essentially, that you're dumping down your throat. You will notice it becoming harder to speak the more sugar you have when you're trying to talk consistently for stuff like this. So it's a thing you'll notice if you get into broadcasting, streaming, even doing a radio show. It's very subtle. You don't notice it at first, but when you learn about it, and this is one of the reasons why there are certain herbs and stuff that some broadcasters will take in order to help with this sort of things. So, well, since this guy has all the skill, let's have him refine everything as well. Oh, look! Little visit from the local wildlife, huh? Yeah, thought so. Nothing to decon. All right, Smithy Station. Let's make something like this. We'll make it a two-handed sword and transmog it into an axe, because we've been taking the spell and weapon damage bonus from this, which will increase the heals by scaling everything with the damage. So we'll do, yeah, let's do Dwarven Metal. Let's do like level 35 on it. Guy's 37, working on 38. Maybe I should have checked my character's level before I actually... Captain Stupid over here. The heck, dude? You've only been playing the... Watch it be 38 or something. Carnelian, Breton, Vastery's greatsword. We will transmog it into looking like a giant axe or a hammer or what have you. So let's bring this up to blue quality and put an enchant on it for plus stamina. We'll go back to Somerset for the stamina part of it. I know he's at least 36. I think he's 37. Not that hard to keep an eye on what level your character is that you're trying to level up. Golden Griffin Garrett. Let's do outside the house. We don't need to see that branch office again. Something else I could do, by the way, with some of the like paintings and stuff. Put them up in the branch office of Nuzima and Tithys and Dromo. Got to get back to work on that project. Make some more furniture and stuff like that. So the stupid part is that in order to fix that issue from earlier, we only had one person stop by anyway, so if we make this into a spin-off video, it's no big loss. And we'll chop out that part with the character with the crappy username. We'll make an enchant. Let's put that stuff on there. So I do have mods installed that won't show the account name. They'll only show the character name. But I mean, I still don't care. If you're making characters like that, I don't support your progression. Let's see here. I mean, there's so many people out there streaming. There's so many people out there streaming that you just should not be doing that. No, just assume that you're going to end up on some streamer's stream at some point with that sort of stuff. So we know Denis, we want the level 35 variant of it. So last time was a 4. We want the 5 starts at level 40, I think. So we want the other... Yeah, that's level 35. We want the decrease version of that. It has to be a 4. There it is. That was the level 30 variant. There's got to be one more 4 in here somewhere. This one. There it is. Stamina recovery, a little something we need when... Put that on the two-hander. Which, interestingly enough, this melee weapon is gonna hit harder now than the bow, until we make some more stuff. I don't want to be making lots of leveling gear for the guy, though. Let him get up to speed, let him get up to level 50, and then when he's getting champion points, we'll take a look at that.
Hello there.
It's only for leveling. And he can decon it and get the points from it. There's the great sword. Put that in there for him. Alright, and Goodman's in position for when everything resumes at 2 o'clock. Yeah, so I think also given the speedy processing... given the speedy processing of spin-off videos, probably better to do a spin-off video of this after that incident earlier. Plus, one of the reasons why I'm doing this, too, is to get the complaints about the dislike thing out of the #1 parking spot on the channel. And out of the #1 parking spot on Twitter, which I already did with that whole tweet I posted earlier. Yeah, Moose. Gonna get back to the grind as well for the event. Give this guy a freaking two-hander now, huh? Get rid of the bow skills. An ability marked criminal act can and will result in significant legal trouble if cast where citizens or guards can see. Yeah, necromancers have that problem. Load it up. So let's set him up to heal on both of them. 23 minutes. Yikes. Alright, let's give this guy some melee stuff here. Give him that. Do need a transmog station, though. Alright, so for bar number 1, what we'll do is we'll use Cutting Dive. We'll put Cutting Dive on this bar, take this out, and put Lotus in. This guy's going to focus on healing for the time being, so swap in Lotus and Vigor for heals, and then give this guy the two-hander. Alright, let's go make that look like an axe or something. The thing with the weapon types is the weapon types for two-handers for everyone, this current patch, they all correspond, so you get a bonus to your damage. Go to, I believe, Solitude for that. We do have that, at least. Swords give you a bonus to your damage. Axes give you a bonus to your crit. Maces are the only martial-only weapon that's left in this category. Those give you a bonus to your, I believe, armor penetration. Two-handed. Heavy weaponry. Yeah, armor pen. So, depends on how you want to boost your damage. In the case of hybrids, if you're throwing heals around and stuff, armor pen isn't going to help you. You want the boost to the damage. So, that comes directly from swords. It's a powerful boost. Powerful bonus, too. A couple hundred when it's capped out. Hello, Solitude and ESO. Where was the... Well, there is... We can go get... Yeah, why not? See, yep. Pick this up. Where was... The crafting station, I believe, is up by Castle Dower, as it's known in Skyrim. Two-handed to 5. Already getting points. Just with the doctor ordered. Up here. Where is... In here. I might have to check a map. Man, I'm losing it in my old age. Alright, where's the transmog station? We'll get some money out of the bank if we need it. Okie doke. Alright, so for... What? Outfit 1. We'll just do rename. We're not going to transmog anything just yet for this other stuff here. Yeah, I know how this works. Whatever. See. Might look kind of Nord-like and stuff. The Honor Guard Battle Axe. Ooh. What's that from? Black Rose Prisoner. Ah, yeah, because I did one of the arenas and stuff. There's Pyre Watch. Unhallowed. Da-da-da-da-da. So these look like... Gotta see. Sea Giant. Red Guard. What do the Nord axes look like? Oh, of course. Runes and this kind of stuff. Very Viking-like and stuff like that. Was there one for Imperial Champion? Imperial Battle Axe. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, this one. I have no other use for this otherwise. So why don't we just go with this? Just make it look like, yeah. Because the alternative would be a hammer or something. We can also do swords, and we can do swords and hammers, but we already have someone with the hammer, who's a tank, by the way. Let's do this battle axe thing. 3,000 to apply, we have 7,400. Now, what colors do we want for this? Actually, I want it to look kind of rustic, so I want it to look kind of like steel or something. So let's do for dyes. I think Obsidian Black is actually... Yeah, we want it to look... Well, that looks a little too generic. We'll just leave it as is. Except we should change the haft color. Alright, so that's a leather grip, so we want to darken that up. Alright, so the axe has a leather grip. We want to darken that up to some darker brown or something. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do dark metal for the middle. Dark metal for the middle, and then obsidian black for the haft. So it has a little bit of depth to it. Alright, that looks better. Go chop things with an axe. Alright, let's get some points here. I also want to see if Lotus Flower, once we unlock the cleave... Oh, yeah, the glowing axe. There we go. I want to see if the cleave attack actually improves some of the heals from the Lotus Flower. Because that's part of what the fun is here. Go into melee and swing the axe around. and see if that boosts things compared to using the bow and arrow. If it doesn't, oh well, it's worth a shot. Experimentation. I'm sure there's probably some guide I can look at for that, or some forum somewhere that's already figured this out, but why not have some fun? Googling everything in life sometimes isn't fun compared to having some fun in a game like this and figuring it out that way. Not the most efficient way, but oh well. Alright, let's get some points in this. We still have the experience buff, right? Just pick a direction and run, like the game manual says to do. 146. Gee, I'm out hunting. I'm trying to find something to go after. Not those birds. Is there a bear or something? Do I really need to find... Well, let's just go in a general direction to try and get another way shrine then. Where's some hostels around here, like some bandits? This is reminding me too much of Skyrim. Oh, here we go. We're not... No cleaving yet, but hey, you know, you can always just call down some cliff racers to finish him off. Let's see. Reachman. Yeah, I don't think the banker should be following around in circumstances like this. The anniversary buff is still up. All right, good. Oh, here we go. Two-handed to 6. Is that enough to start getting cleave bonus? Let's see, two-handed. Forceful. Yep, there we go. 1 point in that. Except we need to actually be able to cleave something in order to test this out. 1373, not interesting. We need to get a bunch of enemies together. There's one way to the one way to do that is to go to a public dungeon. Just start AoEing stuff. See if we get the answer on that. Otherwise, what we're looking at here is a situation where you can get plus spell damage or whatever it is. Let's go pick up the head of the dragon bridge and let's go pick some stuff up here. Let's go in here.
Where's that?
Pick up this way shrine. There's one right over the hill, so we'll pick that one up as well. Enjoying these faster mount speeds from having done some PvP. Now, if only this guy had some mount stamina. Gotta find a bandit camp or something, or go into, say, a delve or something like that. We get our answers either way. Or go underground. There tends to be more clumps of enemies underground. What's this? Players. Two-handed to 7, just by discovering stuff. See, this looks like... Ah! Mammoths! Plenty of things to test with lots of swings. Come on, giants, come beat me up. All you elites out there. Over here, everyone. You get some mammoths in on the fun. Aggro the mammoth. We have plenty of heals. Alright. If the mammoth will stop charging at nothing, might have to ditch the pet. Okay. See what this does. No, it doesn't. It's not affecting it. One swing, one heal. Even though the damage is cleaving. That basically helps clear trash then. Alright, let's get the bow out. Poison arrow everything down. There's our answer on that. So basically a melee weapon increases the spell and weapon damage. You get the bonus from that. Alright. Polished ivory. Nice. So you get we'll eventually get this leveled up to the point where we start getting the spell damage, weapon damage bonus. That'll help with the healing and the other stuff. That'll help with the healing and things like that to make everything stronger. We just don't have the bonus yet. But it does mean we basically have to close to melee range and cleave stuff. Which, I mean, why not? Let's level up. Let's give this guy a two-hander too, and let's compare everything with a bow and everything with a two-hander. I really think that's going to get nerfed at some point because other than it being melee, aside from it being melee and stuff like that, then what do you do? I mean, how about two-hand versus dual wield? I mean, dual wield doesn't have a similar bonus right now, so maybe I'm thinking too much like somebody who plays hybrids. Ooh, Harrow Fiends, there we go. $21 grand, total overkill. Level 38. Okay, I was right. You mean run up on the roof of the house? No. Level 38. Smithy materials are something I'm really short on right now because most of my top level characters have some heavy armor for tanking. So critical charge, not there yet. To get the first heavy weapons bonus, we need to get this skill up to level 10. So why don't we try and finish that off before 2 o'clock rolls around? At which point, everything resets and we can continue getting all that good stuff with the Jubilee bonus. No. Vampires! Could go underground as well. Heavy armor to 33. So at least there's AoE abilities. There's AoE options available. You just have to swing the darn weapon in order to cleave everything. Two-handed to 8. 2 points to go. But we can start getting a bonus to everything. Gives me something to do with the Imperial Champion Axe here. See if we can discover something else, like a way shrine or something. Why is the banker still following me? Vampires. Yeah, this level 1 cleave is kind of wimpy. Gets more interesting when we get that up to level 2. So yeah, vampires taking over this area. Maybe we should just Alright, get some more. Let's discover some more things. It helps if you actually jump over the stone wall instead of just running into it like an idiot. Let's see. Oops, we're ticking off the wildlife once again. Pick this up. Kilcreath Temple. So we got the Way Shrine. How about we pick up the temple while we're at it? Echoing Vigor to rank 3. Fill out the map. Helps out. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because video games, that's why. Where's the thing where we discover it? Over here? Maybe we already did. We have to go do the quest, I think, in order for that to fill in on the map. That campsite, I think, is the... No, that's a giant camp. Weren't we just there? What song is this? This sounds like a good ending song. Overflow. Alright. We might make that some ending music for some other streams. Is this? Pewter. More stuff for making rings and necklaces. Let's just take out this giant camp here. There's a chest here, too. If we're only cleaving for like 900 damage, I don't think that's good enough. Call down some cliff racers to finish him off. Medium armor to 42. Two-handed to 9. One more point. Get him, Bear. I just remember in original Skyrim when you were low level and you got hit by the giant's hammer and it glitched out and you threw you like 100 feet in the air. That old bug. This song might be a little too repetitive for an ending track here. Get that open. Curious of Eternal Vigor. Okay, cool. Mammoth cheese. There's something I remember from Skyrim. Green Lotus to rank 4. Oh, this is just... Oh, it makes you bigger. Oh, that's how you complete this? Two-handed to 10. Do we have any points? Yep, let's take a point. Get 142 weapon and spell damage. Make things stronger that way. 157. So how long does the buff last for making enlarged by cheese? Very short. Kind of a joke thing, actually. Where do you go back and get the buff back? Lumber mill. I remember these from Skyrim. Used to be able to, like, do logs and stuff through them. See if we can grab something else that hasn't yet been discovered. Like maybe the Harrowstorm site or something. I don't know. We've got what we're looking for here. Why do these folks all have neutral health bars, though? Someone going around and trying to... They have a thief character and they're trying to mug these folks? Well, I'd say giving Moose an axe was an interesting idea. The thing is, though, the plus damage and stuff, a lot of the fun of healing via dealing damage is from using the Lotus thing and then just firing arrows, not having to close to melee range. 1373 as well. I don't think it's really affecting things. I don't think the 100 spell damage is really affecting things too much here. It'd be weapon damage anyways. 3975. We're up to almost 4,000 of a boost there. That 10,000. Does that mean it's a heal every time I... 1260. I think it's every time the animal companion dies, you get some kind of bonus that way. There's a shard up there over by Solitude. Let's go get it. 156 at Jay's Geek House. That clock is a little fast. Anyone for werewolves? Sky Shard. Snowstorm, too. I think the axe helps with the rustic side of it all. The problem is that Lotus only heals off of light and heavy attacks, so having it close to melee, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be as useful for Moose as it is for the other characters, but it'll be worth... We'll level up two-handed just to get points in it. So we can actually compare... Why don't we compare the strength of the stamina heal, the regular stamina heal, Soothing Spores. So 76, now the buffs have worn off. 7,600 versus... That's a crit. Crit, 8,100. So this does make the regular heals stronger. So I don't know, it's just a thing where... Same thing too with the ticks for Vigor as well. 2,200 with the boost. 3,400 on crits versus... 2,100. So it's really a matter of where you want the healing to be. We have to do more regular heals. We'd have to do more regular heals while we're closing to melee range with this sort of thing. Silver. Or what we could do is put a gap. We could take a gap closer and two-handed. What we could do is we could take a gap closer and two-handed like critical charge. We just need another skill point in order to get it. Or we can take stuff out as something we're not going to use, like some of those bow skills and stuff. Got plenty of money in the bank to respec, so maybe drop focused aim and only have acid spray, and then on two-handed, take the critical charge. So that way we have something. That way we have a way to just jump from enemy group to enemy group and then just switch off to light and heavy attacks once we're there. Let's do that. Let's go to the temple in Rimmen, get out of snow country here. Let's go to the Sugar Bowl Suite outside the house, so we don't have it set up yet. Let's actually respec, take some money from the bank, respec, drop some of that bow skill, and get the charge and start leveling the charge thing. So when we're doing melee, we have a gap closer. So we just charge right in. Isn't there's something in green balance too that we could use, but that would run off of magic instead. So it'd probably better just go in.
Want such a cozy little home.
Part of the fun with this kind of healing is going in and helping with the DPS a lot while you're healing. So
A moment, please.
go this way. Where's the respec place? It's up by it's up by the temple. So up here. Shrine to Mara. And I think this Srendar is the guy. I don't have enough money. Well, we'll fix that in a hurry here.
How can I help you?
All right, let's take out, say, 5,000. That should be more than enough. Take it down to 70,000 in the bank. I'm just buying all that bank space. Skills, 37 for. All right. Swap a few skills here. So under bow, take that out. Keep acid spray. Drop snipe from the rotation. Can always take these again later. Pick up critical charge, which we've never used before. On this side of thing, that's fine. Cutting dive. We're going to be getting rid of, with a melee weapon, we don't need that anymore because we're going to be getting rid of, we're going to be putting the charge in instead in the number 2 slot. So there's this. Glacial Presence we don't really need. And we'll keep the boost, we'll keep the resistance boost around. Yeah, keep the resistance boost handy because that's something, one of the buffs you want to bring as a healer in this game. You got Wild Guard. We could always drop the bear in, but Sleet Storm isn't, or you look, no, we'd want Secluded Grove or something. Anything we can pick up? Oh, Athletics. Faster sprinting. So you have points for that. Juggernaut. Why don't we pick this up? Nothing for Nord specifically. We have to do PvP to boost that. Alright, we'll go with this. Spend the money. And let's put the new number 2 ability for two-handed critical charge here. And when this gets full size, or when this gets morphable, we can put it in AE to attack. It'll throw an AE on everything in the landing zone. So you can help with, say, some DPS, do some damage, and then work on, save a few points for the remaining cleave and spell damage boosts and stuff. As we continue leveling, got to 38 this time. Let's round out all of this by going out and trying this out. And then see who's on Twitch. Maybe post a link or something for more ESO goodies. See if anybody's live. And then proceed with the event. Boom. That's how it's done. Just have a charge ability, go in and start meleeing everything. Cast Lotus Flower before charging in, and just be able to just jump from group to group and stay with the tank and keep them healed as we just go in and chop everything up with the axe to heal people. Where's that boar? So we can always just two-handed to 11. Whoops, that was an antelope. Boost the weapon damage 20%. And be healing people by swinging at stuff. Also be cleaving stuff as well. Critical charge to rank 2. Got some copper over here too. Have the bear finish him off. Nice. So now we have a healer that heals with a bow or busts out the axe. Oh, look, terror birds. Don't know where the devs came up with this name for these mobs, but there it is. Critical charge to 3. We got a point handy. Let's see if we can get it morphed. Let's see if we can get it morphed to the one that throws down the AoE. More of a warrior-themed skill, but oh well. Bit of a waste of a bear attack for that sort of thing. Runestone, pick some of that up. Gotta use Lotus. Gotta use the Lotus thing before we charge. Oh, you think you can run, huh? Gap closer. Two-handed to 12. Except the bear has to run to catch up. There's a public dungeon. Let's go discover it. Oh, up. Okay, that one. You can't run. Critical charge to rank 4. Let's get the public dungeon unlocked. But why would you want to close to melee range? Well, this guy is wearing medium armor, so that helps. Want to take the lemming shortcut? AKA die and use a soul gem to respawn. Harpies! The Rugged Ranger Healer is at it again. We could play around in the public dungeon if we really wanted to. Whoops. Not exactly Hemet Nessingwary from World of Warcraft. Two-handed to 13. Can we morph critical charge yet as we come up to discover the public dungeon? Lemming shortcut if need be. Nope. There we go. Public dungeon. Not in heavy armor, though, so I don't want to solo any of it. There is a sky shard in there that we could go pick up. Another reason to level some heavy armor. Ah, Minotaur. Should be good for some experience here and get the bear involved. Nope, I will keep healed up thanks to Lotus Blossom. Just use the gap closer. That's what it's there for. Even if it makes him look like a crazy guy running around. Yeah. It's an antelope. It's another antelope. That's a boar. Well, at least you get, like, cooking mats and stuff from hunting. Not those birds. Ah, here we go. Critical charge can now be morphed. That's enough hunting for now. Let's grab the morph that has... There's two of them. There's Stampede, which has AoE, and then there's Critical Rush, which does more damage based on how much you're flying around. We're going to take the AoE. It's something this guy's kind of weak on. He has what? Poison Arrow when he's using the bow. But then, of course, when you bust this one out... Boom. The orange is now doing some damage. Nice. And so we have Moose Thunderbear heading towards level 40. Take him back to the castle. Heading towards level 40, ready for the new meta of two-handers for everybody. Here in Elder Scrolls Online, Jubilee early April event for 2021. We continue working on the remaining spell damage boost and all kinds of other stuff to get him up to speed and finish the leveling so I can finally have a stamina character that is level 50. There we go. Just chill out and relax. Maybe pick a different costume or something for this as well. Who's live on Twitch right now? Anybody we could pop a link to go over and say hi. Who is live on Twitch? Anybody who plays ESO. Nope, let's all head off and just have some fun. I gotta get back to the event that's going on. I'm gonna get back to the event that's going on with the Jubilee and all the wonderful rewards you can get from having 18 characters doing crafting writs while having something else playing. Been playing MMOs like this for years, usually the grindier aspects of them like World of Warcraft and stuff. But either way, want to thank the folks for stopping by tonight. We'll make the spin-off video while we're working on the other stuff. Very important update, by the way, in case you don't see me for a while after tonight. COVID shot tomorrow, aka night shift tomorrow, so technically later today. Got both appointments. It's a 2-shot thingy with the Moderna vaccine. First shot and whatever side effects is going to have later today. We'll see how that goes. Probably go right arm. In case it's anything like the tetanus booster I got several weeks ago where it was sore for days afterwards. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the side effects aren't too wild. But I suppose even side effects from something like that are better than dealing with the darn virus. But for those of you that thought that I would just be all tenacious and stuff like that and, you know, just be like that as long as I could, no. That's not what life is about. Life is about living. You have to be careful from time to time because of stuff like this pandemic, but it's great to see that we are progressing towards winning over this thing. So, first COVID shot, technically night shift tomorrow, calendar-wise, later today. Hopefully the side effects aren't too wild and crazy. But if you don't see me for a while, that's part of the reason why, among other things. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.